Hello, YouTube. I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney. It is not currently Sunday, where I am, because I'm time traveling. But for you, this video, I believe, is playing on Sunday. So we're going to have fun story time instead of answering a question. And I'm going to heavily edit this story so that the names and likenesses of those involved are not guessable, because I don't want a little mini war going on. But recently, I was talking to how will I describe this individual? An elder statesman of the employment law world, an older employment attorney. And we're at an event. I think he had himself a couple of Manhattans, and he drank Manhattans. um, and he calls me over. Vince, I haven't seen you in years. I gotta tell you something. I'm like, oh yeah, what's up? How's it going? Bah, 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 bah. Little chit chat, little this, little that. He's like, yeah. I want to let you know that YouTube channel of yours, it really makes me respect you less. I was like, oh, we'll call him Bob, because he's not named Bob. It's like, oh, geez, Bob. Something I said? What happened? No, I think it's really trashy the way you just go on and answer questions and run your mouth. Okay, Bob. I'm doing mental math. I'm like, okay, this guy's had himself a minimum of 3 Manhattans right now, so can't get mad. I worked in bars for a decade. I'm not going to get mad at a drunk. I was like, okay, Bob, I hear you. I'll take a long, hard think about the channel. Maybe there's a way I could class it up a bit. And he goes, no, I think the damage is done. Okay, Bob, I hear you. I'll take. I've always thought well of you. I'll take your advice. For what it's worth, and I'll think about it. Well, it doesn't matter if you think about it. It's trashy. Okay, Bob. Okay, thank you. I did hear you the first couple times. And he's like, listen, he keeps going. He's like, I thought of you. I mean, you've won Rising Star for Super Layers so many years in a row. That's how I thought of you. And I was like, oh, thanks, Bob. That's a nice change of pace for this conversation. He's like, but I think it's over for you at this point. Okay, Bob. Well, thank you for that. I'm not too concerned about that. And he said some things about how my finances would be impacted by this bad decision. And I said, well, I guess of all people, you would know about that. Considering, 35 years in the industry with nothing to show for it, which was not a nice thing to say. And he agreed. He very much agreed. And I do have a habit with rude employment attorneys of slipping into, on the plaintiff side, not defense side. This is not their gig. They don't help people necessarily. They help their clients, but they don't help individuals. And I kind of said, I feel like I'm helping people, and the more people you help, the more money you earn, and that's how I think of it, Bob. And he said, no, it's not really how it works. And I think I exited that conversation being like, Bob, I'm not sure that you know how it works. Because if you did, you could probably afford to buy a suit that fits. But my lighting has switched over here, so I don't know what that was. Anyways, end of the video. It was just a weird interaction. I don't know why attorneys hate the YouTube channel so much. To me, there's real value in helping people and answering their questions. And I don't think you need to only answer questions in private when you're getting paid. I don't think that makes sense when you're a white person, white, cisgender, heterosexual male, making money off workplace discrimination, I think you ought to be helping people when you don't have a profit motive if you have the gall, the pure unmitigated gall to make money off workplace discrimination. That's just my thought on it. And Bob, I'm sure you're going to see this. And I'm sure, knowing you, you'll be very angry.